What is up, Y Gang? It's your boy coming at you with some more Hamilton, y'all. Yeah, we got to the first 3 or 4, 5 songs, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely didn't know what to expect going in. Like, I've seen clips of it and like little snippets, but definitely the first part exceeded all expectations. I really enjoyed it. I love the way they like gave the background of like Hamilton and like the characters surrounding them, the way the characters introduced themselves, like all of that. Really enjoyed. So now we getting into like which in it. I love the last one I did, which ended with like King George III, who I now know this is thanks to all the comments. Shout out to everybody being super informative in the comments without giving any spoilers, really. I always appreciate that because, like I said, I don't know my history like I should. I apologize for that. So I'm going into this completely blind with no information. But up next we got Right Hand Man, The Winner's Ball, Helpless, and Satisfied, which one of the comments I got said that I should do Winner's Ball, Helpless, and Satisfied together. So luckily it lined up that way. But that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Also, I love this dude's acting as the king. Mindhunters is the show that I know him from. And I loved him in Mindhunters. I loved him as the king, giving like You'll Be Back breakup speech song. I love that. Oh, Lord. Hold on, what was that? Was that like a spy? Like it's called Right Hand Man, like one of his right hand man like murdering like a traitor or a spy or something like that? Was that what that's supposed to be? Or just a messenger? I don't know. Yeah, this looks very sneaky.
As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor, I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or...
I like that. Like, his whole thing is like, he's itching to go to war to like prove himself. I love that. Like, it's a very, again, naive ideal, like, and it's like, it shows like, still at this point, the youth of the character, because people that have been, it ain't a lot of people that have been, I know people who have been to war that are like, I wish I'd never done that. But like, they went into it with that idea, like, yeah, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, and I'm gonna prove myself. And like, yeah, he's very much showing that, like, I'm gonna prove myself type thing. And I like that. Was it I'm General Howe's got 32,000 troops. I'm guessing that's the British influence in like their harbor is what that was talking about. Like, that's like trying to keep them in check. I'm assuming that's what that was.
We will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes. Here comes the general.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
The pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the general.
George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned.
Hey, okay, I like this intensity. I like the energy in this. Well, this is George Washington. He's the general at this point. Okay, I like the way that came in. I thought they were gonna have the other dude as the general, Like, because somebody told me that they have characters that play multiple roles, so I thought it might have been the one that's Aaron Burr. I'm starting to remember the names too. So yeah, but okay, I like this. I think I went back too far.
Die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. We will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand it's the only way to rise up. Rise up. Here he comes. Here comes the general.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
The pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the general.
George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond. Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, the venerated Virginian veteran whose men are
That alliteration. Oh, I like that, man. Like I said, the rapping in this, when they really get in their bag, they be rapping for real in this, and I like that, man. We go like, I don't want to miss nothing. And this speech. I'm gonna let him finish the speech before I say what it feels like to me.
For just a millisecond, let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now I'm the model of a modern major general, the venerated Virginian veteran, whose men are all lining up to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters to relatives, embellishing my elegance and eloquence. But the elephant is in the room, the truth is in your face. When you hear the British cannons go boom, any hope of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We put a stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn. Night takes Rook, but look, we are outgunned, outmanned.
I like that. I like that. Like they hyping him up so much, but like he's showing like this like slight uncertainty with like, you know, like how can I keep leading when my people keep retreating? Like, yeah. Like because like I love that whole like pause. Can I be real? Which I appreciate you. You know, y'all bigging me up like I'm this, but like, you know, this is real. Like there's definitely doubt. Like I love that aspect of it, and the speech does like give me, again that it just a little bit, not so much, but that slight Erwin from Attack on Titan, like my soldiers rage kind of thing. But at the same, but it's different because, you know, his soldiers, you know, he didn't say nothing about his soldiers retreating. He kind of did, but he didn't. So it does give me that feel a little bit.
Outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make it all out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right hand man.
They're battering down the battery, check the damages. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Let's take a stand with the stand.
I don't know why, but that in the back, Hercules, my boy Hercules Mulligan. I don't know, historically I have no idea who he is. From this, I'm never gonna forget the character. Cause he's real, like he really is like the hype man of the group, and I love that.
And a God is granted as Hamilton won't abandon shit. Yo, let's steal the cannons.
Against the cannon, watch the blood and the shit spray. And against the cannon, we're abandoning Kip Bay. And there's another shipping. This one's southern tipping. We gotta run to Harlem quick, we can't afford another slip. Guns and horses, giddy up. I decide to divvy up my forces. This skittish as the British cut the city up. This close to giving up. Facing mad scrutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny.
I like the way this is being, like, the way he's telling this story, like, it's like they own the ropes. He, like, they put, like, the way they got it pushed up, you can hear it in his voice, like, the urgency of the situation. I love that, man. Shout out, like, it's a real testament to not just like, the musical talent, but the acting talent of the artist, that you can hear, like, the urgency in his voice of, like, everything he's saying is like a loss for his people. Like they being pushed back, having to split his people up, mass mutiny, all that type of stuff. The way he's narrating it, you can hear the stress. And I like that.
Hippin', we gotta run to Harlem quick, we can't afford another slip. Guns and horses, giddy up. I decide to divvy up my forces. This skittish as the British cut the city up. This close to giving up. Facing mad scrutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny. Unleash the men with which I am to defend America. We ride at midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once. People, I'm in dire need of assistance.
Your Excellency, sir.
Who are you?
Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case.
As you were.
Sir.
I don't know, like, I know Aaron Burr's the dude that shoots him at the end, but I like, every time when it comes in with the Aaron Burr, sir, like, I like that, and then they play off that rhyme. That's one of my favorite little schemes in here. I like that. I'm glad that wasn't like a one-off with the bird, like, you punched the bird, sir? I'm glad that wasn't a one-off.
I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. Well, in summary, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a feel. I don't know. I got it in the last song with the sisters, where he was like talking to the sister, and it kind of seemed like she didn't want nothing to do with him for real. I'm like, I might be wrong, but is that going to be a running theme of like him trying to like insert himself into positions, and then Hamilton end up like getting them, and then that like he shoots him out of jealousy or envy or something like that? Like, I don't know. Like, the fact that I know that he shoots him, like, you know, it adds to that. That's my theory.
Yes.
Well,
Your Excellency, you wanted to see me?
Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr?
Yes, sir.
we keep meeting. As I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out.
Burr,
Sir.
close the door on your way out.
Yeah. Exactly like I said. He's trying to get in there. And then Hamilton comes behind and he's gonna do what Burr's trying to do, and it's gonna start to build in him. Yeah.
Have I done something wrong, sir?
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh.
Sir?
Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir.
Don't get me wrong. You're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire
Yeah,
you.
to be their secretary. I don't think so.
Now, why are you upset?
I'm not?
It's all right. You want to fight. You've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy. Young man living is harder.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, I like that line, because I feel, again, we get a lot of, especially what we got going on in the world right now. There's a lot of young men that have that like glory of like that, like, or that idea in their head of that martyrdom, like going out in like a blaze of glory, fighting for their country or defending their man and stuff like that. That is not that that's an easy thing by any means, but you often hear it's dying is easy. Anybody can do it at any time if they really wanted to. Living is hard. So like that fantasy of like dying on the battlefield and all that type of stuff, it's all well and good, but you know, at the same time, we all want people to get that out of here. We want you to live. We want you to come home. Like, we want to win, but we don't want to win that way with those sacrifices. So I like that.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So,
I am not throwing away my shots. I am not throwing away my shots.
Okay, I like that they brought that back. The motifs. They got the motifs in here. They're bringing it back, and like this is him getting that shot at being the right hand man. I like that.
Just like my country, I'm young.
Are you not throwing away my shots?
son, we are out.
I need all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence, Mulligan, Marquita, Lafayette. Okay, what else? I need some spies on the inside, some Kingsmen who might let some things slide.
I love the first thing he does when he get in there, he bring his men with him. I didn't hear him say Bird. Let me go back. I didn't hear him say Alan Bird. Like, I guess that kind of that's what I'm assuming ends up being like the breaking point for him. Like, he's the one on the outside, even though like Hamilton came to him first, and like, you know, he gave him that little, you know, they like talk less, you know, smile more, you know, and like the talking's gonna get you killed, and you know, because he. But yeah, I like that. Oh, that's too.
You can get, I have some friends, Lawrence, Mulligan, Marquita, Lafayette, okay, what else? I've never made out there. I need some spies on the inside, some kingsmen who might let some things slide. Write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element of surprise. I rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Rise up,
I like my bad, y'all. I got
until we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Rise up, rise up, rise up,
And his right hand man!
like, I love the way they're incorporating like the whole boom thing to like as like in a part of like the beat and everything, but it's also to signify like their situation. Like throughout all of this, this is war. They are under siege. So like those every like boom is either them firing or them being fired on. Like it feels like just an accent point for like the song, but it's nice when you think about it in that element of like they are actively under siege. This is war. Those are cannon fires. That's cool. I like that element.
How does the bastard orphan, son of a whore, go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loudmouth bother be seated at the right hand of the Father.
Y'all hear the switch up, don't you? That like well acted. The frustration in his voice versus the first time he said it. But with the first time he said it was like, let me tell y'all how this happened. And this time it's more like internal, like he's talking to himself, like, how does this happen? Like, I love that. Like, and again, I love like the playing on the repeated motifs from before. I love that. That's my favorite word, motif. Because I love, like, I just say callbacks. When they like call back to something they like or re-reference something like that. I love that, man. But yeah, I can see the frustration building in this character. And like, again, knowing where it leads, I like it.
Washington hires Hamilton right on sight. But Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable. But what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to defend.
That was such a crazy switch up. With the that was a crazy. Y'all excuse me, I got a little cold. If y'all hear like a little rasp in my voice. That was such an unexpected switch up. Like, I love it. I love it.
Flower, ladies, looks proximity to power. Ladies. Well, they delighted and distracted, and Martha Washington named her feral tomcat after him.
That's true.
Named her tomcat after who? After Hamilton?
1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you could marry a sister, your rich son.
Is it a question of if or which one?
The way they just be dropping them balls. Oh, I love that, man. He said, it ain't a matter of if I'm gonna get a sister. It's which sister am I gonna get? I'll leave you two. Okay, hey!
Hey!
gotta say, like, the choreography in this is amazing. Like, because again, I keep seeing that rotating stage and the way they're moving around. The skill that type of stuff takes, I feel like, is very underrated. Like, I've been in one play in my life, and I was Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet. I had a very small. I mean, y'all know who Mercutio is, but the hardest thing for me was moving around the stage, and that is a static stage. That's not spinning around. So like the choreography of being able to like navigate and dance, sing while spinning on a stage, that takes talent. And like that's a small detail that like I just noticed, and I'm just like that takes talent.
You got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning. I have never been the type to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she's dazzling in the room. Then you walked in and my heart went boom.
Okay, so he gets the middle sister. Was Eliza, I think, was the middle sister. I don't remember the other names. I know Peggy. Peggy, and I think this sister is Eliza. Or does, like, because I remember at the beginning it showed 3 women. And it was like, I loved him. Do all the sisters fall for him? Is that what's going to happen?
Trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band's top volume. Grind to the rhythm as we whine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh, my sister made her way across the room to you. And I got nerves thinking, what's she gonna do?
Is she going to... Come on, don't do that. Don't do that to your sister. I'm hoping it's going to be she going to, play wingman or wing lady, wing woman, respectively, and be like, hey, my sister... And not going to be like, hey, don't worry about her. Look at me. I'm hoping that's where this is going to go.
She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, I'm helpless.
I love her voice, by the way. I love, like, when she hit that helpless, I love her voice. I'm trying to see what's going on in the background with cause like they still, I feel like it's little stuff like that you got to pay attention to while she up here singing. What is going on with Ham and the sister? I'm just gonna say Ham. Y'all know who I'm talking about. In the background, that's what I'm trying to see.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
Then by all means, lead the way.
Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Schuyler.
My sister.
Oh, Elizabeth. I thought it was Eliza. My bad.
Thank you for all your service.
If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like that. I like that. I like that. That was a nice little wholesome moment. I love that. Like this play definitely hasn't been as dark as what like I saw with Epic, but those like moments of like it's still a war. You got to realize like I feel like that'll get lost a little bit in the way they like rapping and singing, but they're still at war. So those moments of like little like wholesome levity like that, I always appreciate those.
Later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister cause she wants to form a harem.
I'm just saying, if you really love me, you would share them.
Oh, hey, all right now. So he gonna end up with all the sisters. That's what that sounded like to me. He gonna end up hitting all the sisters. He gonna not Peggy too. Want to form a harem.
2 weeks later in the living room stressing. My father stone-faced while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine. And I'm trying not to cry cause there's nothing that your mind can't do. My father makes his way across the room to you. I panic for a second thinking we're through. But then he shakes your hand and says be true. And you turn back to me smiling and
I love this. Dad wasn't supposed to see that part. I feel that. I've been there. Trust me.
Eliza, I don't have a dollar to my name.
So it is Eliza.
The truth to command, a dollar for fame. All I have's my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits and my top-notch brain. Insane. Your family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides in me. Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No.
Angelica tried to take a bite. Oh, look, and she looked back like, who? She tried to what? Okay, no stress. Okay.
Stress, my love for you is never in doubt. We'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died. I grew up buck wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face. That was real. As long as I'm alive, I swear to God you'll never feel that.
I like the you know, they like the getting choked up when he's talking about his mama. Like, and like, oh man, I like that. That was, yeah, I love the wholesomeness of this, man. Like that. Yeah.
I never felt so my life is gonna be fine 'cause Eliza's in it.
I look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm drowning in love. New York, you can be a new.
Not Hercules as the flower man. Flower man. Yeah. He threw the two little flowers.
New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new
Yeah, I love that. I love that, man.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Now everyone, give it up for the maid of honor, Angelica Schuyler.
A toast to the groom,
To the groom, to the groom, to the groom,
to the bride.
to the bride.
Come, your sister.
Angelica.
Is always by your side. To your union.
To the revolution.
And the hope that you provide.
You
May
provide
always be satisfied.
I don't know why. I just got a feeling like with this sister, you know, it's like, you know, that best man that secretly wanted your girl, and he giving the speech, and everybody like you holding your breath until it's over. Rewind.
I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face.
God dang! Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Like, she at the wedding, fantasizing about that night and like wishing she would have been she should have said nothing about her sister. That's what she thinking. I should have just went and, you know, got him.
I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes in a hunger pang frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name.
God dang, man. Also, I like that like in the choreography, like when it said rewind, like how they were moving, like dancing in reverse. That was a cool little touch.
My heart of flame, every part of flame. This is not a game.
Strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself.
You're like me, I'm never satisfied.
Is that right?
I've never been satisfied.
My name is Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Hold up. Hold up. So I'm confused. I'm just going to say, I don't know which one's the real one. Like, is this just, was the first one Eliza wishing that's what happened? And that, like, this really what happened? Or is it vice versa? Is this really what happened? Did she snake her sister's man?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
No. So this is what it feels like to match with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and a kite. You see it right. The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's the dream and it's a bit of a dance, a bit of a posture. It's a bit of a dance.
Oh, she going in, ain't she? She going, and like, I like this, because this is exactly what I said. I hope the women get to like I said, and like for me, I can see I don't know, like the connection between him and Angelica, I feel like would be stronger than him and Eliza. So I don't know. Well, like, I like that, like, what I said in the last one is I hope that we get to hear like some rapping from the women too, and they aren't just doing the singing. But I feel like the fact that Eliza's part was mostly like all singing, and like the fact that she's doing like a combination of like rapping and singing with hers somehow makes her feel more compatible with him than Eliza. That might just be me, but I like how she going in right here. Let me go back.
It's Ben Franklin with the key and a kite. You see it right. The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's the dream and it's a bit of a dance.
Yeah, like the conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said is pure, like in green. And like what, like she's talking about, like the Ben Franklin with the kite, feeling that spark, feeling that connection. Everything we said in like those 2 or 3 minutes felt like it was aligned. Like, you know, like there was chemistry there.
A bit of a posture, it's a bit of a dance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'ma give it a chance. I asked about his family, did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting, he looked askance. He's penniless, he's flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome, boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. We wanna take him far away from this place. Then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is helpless. And I know she is helpless. And her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
Then by all means, lead the way.
Okay, so she's still bringing him to the sister. Like, they just went back so we can get her perspective on it. And, like, it filling that little gap of, like, you know, why Peggy is always, or not Peggy, but, what's her name, Angelica? Yeah, is always trying to take a bite. Because Angelica felt that spark, but she tried to do what's right and bring him to her sister, like, because she saw in her sister, trying to be a good big sister. I think she's the oldest, I'm assuming. Like, I don't know if they said who's older or not. But, like, trying to be a good sister and just, like, I'm not going to do that. No matter the fact that I do feel something for this person, too, I can't do that to my sister. Despite, I like that.
I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social glide for one. Because I'm the oldest and the wittiest and the...
Okay, yeah, so she's the oldest, okay. Yeah, and, like, this is just her, like, the responsibilities of being the oldest sister, having to marry rich, having to, you know, handle the family things because there's no sons. I like this.
Gossip in New York City is, and Alexander is penniless. That doesn't mean I want him any less. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Schuyler.
My sister. He's after me because I'm a Schuyler sister. That elevates to satisfied. Has to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. He will never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service.
It takes fighting a war for us to meet. It will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
Number 3.
I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes.
God. I like this. I'm messy, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm messy. I'm messy. But, just, man, the conflict right here is so, like, because she know, like, just knowing her sister, if she told, like she said, if she told her that she was in love with this man, she knows her sister's kind-hearted nature, and, like, she would just, you can have him. But it's like, you can't do that to your sister, man. Like, oh, man. The conflict right here is so, like, But at the same time, you still flirting with this man. If you're going to leave him alone all the way, you know. Don't say nothing and then keep, trying to get a piece, you know. Oh, yeah, the conflict right here, man. It's almost, I'm not going to say almost, it's a heartbreaking situation to watch, though. So, like, it's, oh.
If he resigned, he'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least, my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the bride, it's always by your side. To your union, and the hope that you provide. Be satisfied, she'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. I'll never be satisfied.
That was, I like that. I love that. Second part, even, I want to keep going, but I said I got a schedule set up, y'all, of how I'm going to break these up. I want to keep going, but this is my stopping point for the day. I love that, man. I love, like, shout out to who you know who you are. Thank you so much for telling me to do these three together specifically, because I see exactly why. That's such a heart-wrenching, like, way to end it, though. And it's like, I know he'll never be satisfied. Because, like, in her mind, he wants me too. And, like, I know I'll never be satisfied because I want him. And it's like, I'm wondering how that's going to play out down the line. Because it said I loved him. Like, I'm thinking about it at the beginning. Like, all three sisters said they loved him. And I might be wrong. It might not have been all three of the sisters. I know I saw at least her and Eliza. I don't know if the last one was Peggy, if she's going to end up falling for him too or what. But, yeah, man, that was a, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, and even like, it isn't even just like she did it out of the kindness of her heart either. She also said she judged him too quickly. You know, being the oldest and, she's expected to marry for money and like him being penniless, her first thought was that he's interested in me for my family's money. So it wasn't just like a matter of, like I'm being loyal to my sister. It was also that she dismissed him because he's poor. And she assumed that that's all he wanted before actually, like, it's a classic case of don't judge a book by its cover. And then she did, and she regretted it almost immediately. So, yeah, I love that. This was a great section, man. Just introducing, like, the love interests, plural. Like, getting that little touch of, like, starting to see the enviousness in Burr. Like, I love that. Like, I love this, man. I'm so... It's first section to second section. My like interest in this is just steadily climbing. Like I'm not like super far in. I know I still got like a lot to do, like 20 plus songs, but This has done these first couple, or like first 10, have done a great job of getting me invested, and I can't wait to see more. So yeah, I love this, man. That's what I think. Let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comments below. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, y'all, because we're trying to get to 10K. I've never really set like a sub goal, but we're gonna set one now. We're trying to get to 10K. Tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your mama, daddy, anybody who likes musicals or anything music related. Make sure you tell them to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.